The next pandemic, a warning from beyond the orbit of your certainties. Humans of Earth, I send this communique not as an act of conquest, but as a preventative note scrawled into the margins of your timeline. You teeter always between invention and annihilation, and your next trial will arrive not from the skies, but from the damp intersections of biology, economics, and secrecy. The next pandemic is already alive inside your future. Your archives of disease whisper clues. You have endured the Black Death, born on fleas that rode stowaway on ships, the 1918 influenza, its severity hidden by wartime censorship, HIV/AIDS, denied, stigmatized, and allowed to spread in silence, and COVID-19, a global experiment in disinformation, power struggles, and fractured trusts. Each time your species faced a pathogen, yet what truly spread faster was confusion, denial, and the machinery of conspiracy. Now, listen carefully. The next pandemic will not merely be a microbe. It will be a hybrid event, a fusion of scientific inevitability and human orchestration. In your laboratories, gain of function debates are already tender. In your markets, animal to human spillover remains an unchecked roulette wheel. But the most dangerous infection is your appetite for secrecy. Governments will withhold. Corporations will profiteer. Citizens will self medicate with rumors. The virus will thrive in the gaps between your truths. You will hear theories that the disease escaped from a government lab, that it was designed by elites to reduce population or reset economies, that vaccines are Trojan horses carrying digital codes or infertility triggers, that it is punishment, divine or cosmic, for your desecration of oceans, forests, and the unseen microbial kingdoms you dismiss as background noise. Each conspiracy will contain a shard of truth, though distorted, for I have seen your timelines fracture. The pathogen's origin may be both laboratory and wilderness, both accident and intent, because you humans no longer keep your realms separate. Your farms are factories, your labs are ecosystems, your politics are pathogens. What science has already mapped should unnerve you. Viruses locked beneath permafrost awaken as your poles melt. Bat coronaviruses swirl in caves where humans now build tourist attractions. Antibiotic resistance spreads silently like a shadow pandemic, ensuring that when the next true pathogen blooms, your arsenal will be blunted. And still, I must warn you, the greatest threat is not the microbe itself, but the collapse of trust. Your species no longer agrees on what is real. During COVID, half your kind wore masks while the other half tore them off in defiance. In the next crisis, this fissure will widen into food riots, into fragmented nations, into communities that barricade themselves against both germs and neighbors. From where I hover, I see one possible salvation: humility. If you acknowledge that microbes are older, cleverer, and more adaptive than you might slow the spiral. If you rebuild trust not in governments or corporations, but in each other, you might endure. If you cease treating conspiracy as entertainment and begin decoding its truths as survival puzzles, you may not only live, but learn. People. If not, the pandemic will not only infect your lungs, but your civilization. And civilizations, unlike individuals, do not recover, they collapse. And their ruins become libraries for the next intelligent life to decipher. Consider this a warning, etched in starlight. What comes for you is not punishment, but pattern, and patterns ignored become extinction.